This is ASEAN Talk, a space for the youth of ASEAN and China to voice fresh ideas and valuable experience in relation to the ASEAN developments as well as ASEAN China relations. ASEAN Talk will inform stakeholders on frontier developments and emerging trends, particularly the five domains of ASEAN Youth Development Index, which are education, health and well-being, employment and opportunity, participation and engagement, ASEAN awareness, values, and identity.
Hi everyone. Welcome to today's session. My name is Dimas Rubianto, and I am the co-founder and the chief of people of Octopus Indonesia. Today, I'm going to share to you about the topic of creating a healthy working environment for the employees. But my point topic is about the power of altruism in the workplace. So here you go. Every one of us might at some point are looking for our purpose in life as a whole, right? Back in 2020, we first started the idea of Octopus. All of us are at the same time of founding our purpose. And I met the other founders of Octopus. We have the same energy that we know we want to give back to the earth and community, doing something that really matters. We define our goal at that time into three things, very definite. We want to help everyone to recycle easily from their phone at anywhere, and got to be picked up without no fees, whatever, with no hassle. Our second idea of Octopus that we want to try to make a difference is that we want to make less waste to make into the landfill. As you know, in Indonesia, Bantar Gebang, the landfill is already like 6 to 10 meters high. That's a very sad news that we have to know that the Bantar Gebang or the landfill is piling up. So me and my other partners like thinking, come on, man, we have to do something about it. So yeah, we really want to reduce the recyclable materials, especially for your household, that goes into the landfill. And the last thing is that we really want to help the local waste picker to have a better pay and to have a stable job so they can move away from poverty and not always have to do the dirty job picking up trash for the landfills. And now we brand the waste pickers into the name of pelestari, which sounds very more appropriate, and we also take away the negative feelings. And by then we supporting the livelihood of a waste picker and also the ease the process of recycling me myself to think that our goal is achieved. So we need to create the positive change in the world and community. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. I used to work as a graphic designer for 12 years just before the Octopus. I own a branding studio in Jakarta, and my friend asked me, Iksan, actually the CEO now, um, he asked me to create all the branding materials for the Octopus. Let's come and join us. Find the purpose for you and the earth. And okay, so let's say I joined the Octopus, and how can I help? At that time, I create the logos, I create the applications, UI and UX, the website as well, the marketing tools as well. And I was very passionate about what I did. I have a passion in design, but among the other founders, I'm the only one that is a people person. So at that time, I'm very passionate about sourcing and hiring stuff for the Octopus, and I really want these new recruits of the Octopus that feel proud, like about giving back to the community, giving back to the earth, and also help them to compensate better from their previous job. But then after the teams got bigger and we got a lot more complicated, right? So I really want the team to feel as a whole in Octopus, and I feel energized about the people department. I love to create positive culture for the people and organization for the octopus. And I was ready for the challenge. So at the time, I decided to take on a new role as the chief of people. So in this role, I will use my creative skills in a different way. As the chief of people, I immediately go to work. I listen to concerns of my employees and work to create a new initiative that will improve their work-life balance and the overall satisfactions working with Octopus. So from there, we're able to grow for 15 employees to 93 employees in 2 years across Indonesia. And we now call them O squads, octopus squads. And this is where we also operate Octopus as organizations. We started off from Makassar for a year, then in South Sulawesi, and then we grabbed the opportunity in Bali. We got heard from the governor of West Java, Ridwan Kamil. He's like, "Oh, Octopus is a great thing. Can we apply what you did in Makassar and Bali into West Java?" And then on the 2002 on June, we make a major move moving into Jakarta. And at that point of time, I just start the mass hiring. At the beginning, it was quite a challenge to hire strategic positions. At our business model is not unfamiliar to them because it's more about the sustainability projects and all that stuff. But then me and my team were able to convince them that we are doing the right thing for the environment, and also we are very profitable. That's what they worry about, right? Like, how can you make profit from the waste? Like, okay, we just explain to the we do the waste trading and all that stuff. As the time goes by, more and more people are talking about octopus, right? And it's a proven model. From there on, it's this snowball effect. I believe that we have created our own community and we stay true to our core values. At Octopus, we pursue to have more than a work-life balance. We aim to have a work-life integrations. So employees at Octopus, they don't leave who they are at home. They bring them whole self to the office. So on a Monday morning, like you wake up, you don't like sometimes you don't feel like I don't want to go to work. But at Octopus, we have this kind of culture that you can be whatever you are. You can be whoever you are in your workplace, right? So just come in and have the same spirit, have the same goals. But altruism is a critical value for any company, especially for us when it takes even greater significance because the very nature of the business itself is centered around the benefiting around the society environment. Also, it can mean altruism above and beyond to ensure the waste is properly managed and resources are conserved. It can also mean where the employees are to find and encourage to find innovative ways to reduce waste and to promote their environmental responsibility. So Octopus believes that the values of altruism in the context of recycling is not just to our own employees, but also to the larger communities and the planet as a whole. I realized Octopus started with people with good intentions. We supported with good investors, and we grow into an ecosystem that have a good values, right? Our core values into these three things. First is good people with good intentions. So as a startup founded by a group of individuals with good intentions, I am proud to say that Octopus has come a long way, and we started with the same shared visions to make positive impact to the society environment, so that our core values really believes at the first is for you to please be a good people with good intentions. It's not about the money, it's not about the fame, it's about being the good people and good intentions. And the next one is goodwill and good impact. Okay, so the thing with Octopus is that we ease the process of giving back, right? Giving back the recyclable items, giving back the community as a waste pickers. to the environment as well. So this goodwill is making a good impact to the environment as well, top to bottom, and creating the ecosystem that really cares and doing something to everyone to in the communities or the ecosystem, like the waste pickers, the recyclables. So the last one is educated and rewarded. So yeah, evolving mindset is the thing that we giving value of, is the important of building a strong relationships and contributing to the community, and as well as among your peers. Educated and rewarded is really also make um, the very important parts in the octopus core values ecosystem. Altruism comes in when I just came into the chief of people, that I believe that we need to surround people who believe with what you believe. Like what you see in the pictures right here, this is during the Waste Awareness National Day. All of the octopus squads, like together one day in the event. When altruism is present, employees are more likely to feel valued and respected. So with trust, the teams can collaborate effectively and work towards the same goals with confidence. So ultimately, the culture of altruism leads to a more positive and efficient work environment, benefiting both for Octopus and its employees. Here, I'm going to talk about how can we align with the ASEAN framework for circular economy platform. We are specifically aligned with the strategy that enhance the role of innovation, digitalization, and emerging technologies. So with Octopus, we enable user and brands to track their products through our technology. So if you see our app, we're able in the screen, we're able to track different types of ways that we design to inputs by categories. And also we might know the amount of users recycling. So it's all transparent to all brands and the users. But then also the grand idea of octopus ecosystem is that we make zero recyclables goes into the landfill, so we create this circular economy ecosystem. We do it baby steps, of course, aligning with the ASEAN strategic goals. We at the octopus enhancing the role of innovation. We starting from the households or individuals like you use our app, the Pelestari, we collect the recyclables and we store it to the Octopoints or bank sampah, and to the bank sampah, and we collect it again and move it to our collection centers, and we sell it to the recycling industry at the end of the day. And from the recycling industry, they will sell it back again to the brands, and they will produce a new recycled products, and it will get back to the shelves of the department stores, and it get back to you. So that's the circular economy ecosystem. Then we maximize every steps of our journey. There's no waste goes into the landfill and always recycled. So the easy thing for me to say is that we try to help from the bottle that you own or you purchase at any store is recycled back into the bottle that they send to the department store and sell back to you. That's the idea. That's the purpose that we're going to make together, me and my other co-founders. Part of being the Octopus Squads, it's chasing zero. You know, we are chasing zero footprints, chasing zero carbons, and also chasing zero waste. So it places a strong emphasis on the environmental responsibility, where employees are encouraged to use public transportations. As you see here, they use uh, the MRT, the bus, and the company also regularly participates in, besides this, the tree planting initiative. to reduce the offsets of its carbon footprints and contribute to the greener future, of course. So these practices reflects octopus commitments to sustainability and create a positive, eco-conscious work environments. So by promoting these chasing zero habits, the company not only benefits the planets but also set strong examples for other um, organizations to follow. Let's all go chasing zero. Working towards the common goal is a powerful way to achieve success in any organizations. So our goal is very simple actually, and yet doable. We want to make the informal sector to the formal sectors, which change the bad stigma of a pemulung, of a local waste pickers that very dirty, very unpleasant looking, into this very clean looking called pelestari. They have a stable pay from the informal sector to the formal sector. The most desirable items for them to join Pelestari is, of course, the better pay. We increase their income 150% monthly. That's the aim, actually, that we want to grow here in our ecosystem. So the next thing is that they can turn on and turn off their Plus Study app whenever they want. It giving them freedom to choose their own time, and so they can do other things as well. So they have flexible working hours. That's the thing that interesting for them as well, right? It's not just about the local waste speaker. Maybe it's some students, it's some housewives. Like, okay, it's at my part time. I really wanna do the recycle pickers and I get money from it. And anyone can do it. And the last thing is the free perks. We, as an industry, or let's say, as our octopus ecosystem, we are giving them for free. And to support them, we always be available to the Plus Study to give the vest, the uniform, the training, and the skill improvement as well. So we support them always. Now we have over 40,000 plus tari across 5 cities. And they also left the idea that making recycling is easy through households. And we all very agree to a same goal, which make less waste into the landfill. So one of my favorite book of all time about the company culture, it's written by Tony Hsieh. It's called Delivering of Happiness. He said in his book, like, one of the thing that you have to remember is that you have to get the culture right. So most of the other stuff will fall into places after you get the culture right. And all you guys in the Asian communities, you might as well might find this very helpful. Like, being into your own culture might fit everything else into the things that you do. So for Octopus is the power of altruism. I hope power of altruism can inspire you guys. So yeah, feel free to email me at rubianto@octopus.co.id if you have any questions. I like to discuss everything. I like to talk about everything I do with the people. So thank you very much for the sessions. Hope to see you guys soon.